Hi, good day, everyone. Allow me to welcome you to this GEO Week 2020. We're meeting at a time when the whole world is focused on trying to respond to the outbreak of COVID-19. And I want to say I'm pleased that even though we're meeting under these extraordinary circumstances, that as GEO we have managed to keep at least three things going. One is to ensure that GEO keeps going and running, and two is to ensure that GEO is resourced to execute its mandate, and three is to ensure that GEO remains relevant and responsive to the challenge at hand. I want to indicate that in this regard, in South Africa, we have indeed been one of those countries that have been hard hit by the outbreak of COVID-19, not only in terms of health but also economically. And I want to say it has been pleasing under the circumstances to see that we have continued to put science at the center of directing evidence-based decision making. In this regard, Earth observations was amongst the many enabling instruments that we used in response to COVID-19 outbreak. Let me highlight some areas where indeed we have found GEO being crucial, and also our experience as well as our own Earth observation community coming into the fore to assist in response to COVID-19. I am pleased that in terms of ensuring that we de-densify some of our highly densely populated areas that needed to be managed to ensure that the outbreak of COVID-19 is put under control, that indeed we have deployed Earth observation to help us in that process. We've also used Earth observation in planning of the distribution of our relief funds, and here in particular I would want to refer to the Earth observations data being used to identify where some of our informal traders were located so that we can provide them with the much needed relief during these difficult times. I must also lastly say that given some of the difficulties and the disparities in our country, we indeed also used Earth observation to distribute water tankers in various areas. We were able to map all areas, including those where it was normally difficult to deliver any services, to really make sure that they've got access to water and other related to utilities to make sure that the outbreak of COVID-19 is kept under control. I want in this regard to also acknowledge the role that has been played by AfriGeo in raising awareness of Earth observations to the rest of the African continent. In this regard, we are quite pleased that the knowledge and appreciation of Earth observation in the continent is indeed rising. We look forward to this translating into commitments and participating in GEO activities going forward. We want to say, as part of this huge movement globally, AfriGeo is indeed committed to make sure that Africa comes to the party and join the rest of the world in the establishment of the Global Earth Observation System of Systems. Let me take this opportunity to highlight that there hasn't been any time better than now where the need for the establishment of the Global Earth Observation System of Systems is necessary. We have seen that in part the poor response by many has been due to the fact that they didn't have access to timely information and data. And this can only be enabled if systems such as GEOs are established and fully functional. Let me take this opportunity as we begin to look into GEO Week 2020, looking at aspects that we have committed to do, like the continuation of building partnerships with the private sector, which indeed is going to be one of the focus areas of the engagement during our virtual 2020 week. I want to say that the private sector has got a crucial role to play, and in that sense, we want to say from all corners of the earth, private sector must indeed be party to the work that we're doing in GEO. Let me take this opportunity to also thank the good working relations that we have had during the year amongst each other as the GEO co-chairs, the virtual meetings that we've held as the GEO Executive Committee, and a whole number of engagements, including the work that we have started to do around the recruitment of the incoming GEO Secretariat Director. I can only say that by continuing to work together in this manner, we shall indeed build the Global Earth Observation System of Systems. I want to say from South Africa, we are quite pleased that we're starting this week and we're looking forward to the deliberations. Thank you so much.